Ciao ragazzi!
Ciao!
We're in Italy, an amazing place to ride a bike, eat glorious food and take in some breathtaking views.
But Italy isn't the only place in the world you can go on holiday for a stunning bike ride. Manon tells me that there's a mythical place called Wales.
Wales never fails.
Yeah, well anyway, if you do go abroad, you're going to have your wits about you and know what you're doing.
So in this video, we're going to give you our top tips of riding abroad. Understanding the rules of the road is probably the main one when heading abroad. Everywhere has its own rules and regulations, but the main one to get right is what side of the road to be on, left or right. But there are some more subtle road rules you might need to get used to. For example, in Belgium, you must ride on the bike path if there's an option instead of the road. In Australia, you have to wear a helmet or you'll get fined. In Thailand, you have to wear a shirt or you'll get fined. And in Washington, in the US of A, you can't ride with a slingshot in your back pocket, apparently. Makes sense. Make sure to respect the rules wherever you go and try and avoid any run-ins with the police, because that's one way to definitely ruin your ride.
So you've booked your nice summer cycling holiday in a warm, beautiful place, but when you get there, it can still rain. It's happened to me on many occasions, so make sure that you pack plenty of clothing options to cover for cold or wet or inclement weather. I've been in Spain before and it's snowed, and right now we're in Italy, it's tipping it down. It's going to be sunny tomorrow though.
Respect the locals and other road users and riders. If you are travelling to a different country to experience a culture, make sure to be respectful and don't be that person that gives everybody else a bad name. There are lots of places around the world that are hotspots for cyclists, such as Box Hill, Alpe d'Huez, the Fasion and Mer. Make sure to take your litter home, be respectful of the road rules and be courteous. And if you don't know where all these special places are to ride, use a mapping platform to find out. Do some research before you head out and research some of those kick-ass roads to ride on. And to be honest, it is the reason you're travelling with your bike abroad in the first place, to ride on some beautiful roads. Komoot, for example, is a great app to use if you are travelling around the world. It has all the best points of interest, all the best roads marked out, and even some of the best cafe stops, so you can plan those into your ride. Learn some basic phrases and lingo. People always appreciate it, so make an effort. How to say hello, thank you, goodbye, how to order a coffee, maybe how to ask the bike shop to fix your bike if you have a mechanical, or if you have an unfixable mechanic, you might have to ring a taxi and ask them to pick you up, so you need to let them know where you are. It's always good things to know.
Right, Manon. I speak the most Italian, you speak the next most. Guarami.
Si. If things do go wrong, maybe you eat too much cake at the cafe, make sure you know your bailout options. Make sure you know the local taxis, local buses and trains.
Have a mobile phone with you or a way of communicating to emergency services if you need it. And make sure you familiarise yourself with the emergency services number in the country that you're in, as it does vary from place to place. And just try to be self-sufficient, so carry spares and tools so that you can fix mechanical problems and punctures if you have them like you would at home. And a good multi-tool, absolutely essential.
On that point, it's a good idea to check sunrise and sunset times. When you travel abroad with your bike and you get to your destination and it's quite exciting, you want to head straight out on your bike. Next thing, the sun is setting, it's getting dark and you're on unfamiliar roads. So always check when it gets light and when it gets dark. It's also a good idea to check what times is best to ride. There might still be rush hour. And if you are in a really hot country, it might be better to leave your rides for really early in the morning or late at night when it's cooler, to avoid those peak temperatures at midday.
Go local on the ride food. Forget your usual sort of Welsh cakes, Manon. Experience, local delicacies, regional treats. You might find something that you really like eating out on the bike. Look at this fresh focaccia.
I do like my Welsh cakes, but That focaccia looks alright. Could get used to this.
Oh, there's loads of great things around the world. Don't get too precious on your ride food either. If you can't get hold of your fancy gels and energy bars, don't stress. Something that you can get, in our experience, pretty much anywhere are things like bananas and dates, and they're great ride food and cheap.
And last but not least, remember to enjoy yourself. The world has been, well, pretty much closed down for the past 2 years, so it feels good to get back out there, make some memories, new experiences, and meet new people. Also remember, if you do take any pictures, to upload them to the GCN app. We love looking at your inspirational pictures. I hope you found the tips in this video useful and you enjoy your next trip abroad. But let us know down in that comment section below, where is your bucket list destination to ride your bike? Right, I'm off to find Ollie at the cafe. Hopefully he's waiting for a nice bit of focaccia and a coffee for me. See ya!